everyone, what's up folks? So this is the very last live before FOSDEM and I have progressed. I could have made a few other lives between the last one and this one, but it was kind of difficult for me to find the time too, because there were lots of things to... Anyway, it was not ready for lives. Whatever. So, by the way, what is this project and why are we going to FOSDEM with it? I call that mini-gen. That's why we have a baby with a mustache at the very beginning of the live. Because it's small, it's a small Jenkins instance. And by instance, I mean a controller and several agents. So the goal of this project is to show off that Jenkins can run on very small machines and on different architectures. The main part of it is the controller, which happens to be an Arch64, so ARMv8 ARM 64 bits machine. It's kind of big, just because it's a router, because I wanted it to be a router for the other boards. We don't need that much power, but it is what it is. And then we have Arch64 agent from MangoPie, and we have RISC-V agent for MangoPie 2, and we've got an ARM32 from NanoPie in here, and the board, which is a router, and the controller is also NanoPie. It's a NanoPie R5S. So the goal is to show on the table that yes, Jenkins can run on very small architecture and on various architectures. So it's known to be okay for x86-64, ARM32, ARM64, RISC-V, S390X, I guess, and PPC64LE, I think, and maybe some other one. Of course, it's based on Java, which runs on lots of different architectures. And this time the main difference between oh, I don't know if I have the right cable. Yeah, can you see that? It's the Pine Power, and it's actually running and supplying some power for my board. So most of the boards are using standard USB-A, so you know, 5 volts, 3 amps, and as you can see, they're not using much ampere, much, yeah, current, only 0 dot something. Small board, as I say, very nice in those troubled times with the price of electricity rising. And the router is using USB-C PD, and the Pine Power and the board discussed and find a way about 12 volts and not using much current either. By the way, they're not doing much for the time being, except for the RISC-V agent that haven't yet removed from the first controller I attached it to, so it's doing something like 30 something jobs in the queue, but I'll remove it from the old controller and we'll add it back to the new controller. So what do we have now? All the boards have Linux installed. The controller, in the last live we installed the Jenkins on it. The Jenkins controller is running on this board. This board, the RISC-V, is already running as a Jenkins agent, but for another controller. So we will have to get rid of that controller and import the agent for this controller. And for these two of the boards, so the Arch64 and the ARM32, we don't have a Jenkins agent installed. We don't have a Jenkins user. We don't even have Java installed. So today we'll install Java on these two boards. We'll install also, we'll create Jenkins user, and then we'll connect the three of them, the three agents, to the controller, and hopefully that will work. And if it's not too late, we'll also try to use existing jobs from another controller and import these jobs into the new controller and see if it works or not. I've never ever done that, so we'll see. That may be a total failure. We'll see. Anyhow, now here is my old controller. By old, it's not that old, but you know, it's the Arch 64 controller I used in the previous lives. So now, let's say that we don't want to use my existing RISC-V anymore. So manage nodes in clouds. RISC-V 64 GB. And we will mark this node as temporarily offline. Oh no, too bad. We could even do something more dramatic, like delete the agent. I don't think it will ever be used again for this controller. Woohoo! Okay. Now let's see what other risk. Oh, really? Let me check. So 199. That's strange. The poor machine must be struggling with all the jobs we gave her. So Jenkins agent RISC-V. Jenkins agent RISC-V. It should have answered its name. That's kind of strange. Okay, anyhow. Now, let's have a quick look at what it's doing. Yeah, of course. It's struggling. Okay. Now that it has been marked as inactive, maybe I'll just do something pretty dramatic, reboot it, and hopefully the jobs will be gone. We'll see. Ouch. Now, let's go on the ARM32 machine. Yeah, it's okay. So, do we have the Java? I think we don't. Yeah, that's cool. So, let's search for a version that we could use. A petty cache search, of course. There should be a few choices, so OpenJDK headless, maybe OpenJDK no headless. Come on. Oh, okay, there it is. So, OpenJDK headless. There we go. CS certificates, Java caps. Could I go this way? Did I get it correctly? I guess so. Yeah, okay, let's go. 356 megabyte. Wow, that's quite something. While it's installing, I could go and create the Jenkins user. Really? Yeah, much better. That's not what I was looking for. Okay, that's not the version that creates the repo. I never know between user added and user. I always fail on this one. And I may do it several times during the live. Yes, that's much better. Yes, it is. What did I do the other day? I made something quick and dirty. What was it? I think it was on the Risk 5. Oh, okay. Strange. Okay, whatever. I think I made something like that. Which was... I think that's it. So Java is not yet installed. I guess. Not yet. Now we could copy the keys, which I will use in the controller later on. So Jenkins password. There we go. What about Java now? 75%. Okay. Oh, while we're there, we could maybe add this key in the controller. So So this one still works. So let's see in my browser if this works or not. So on the port 8080. Yeah, why not? So manage Jenkins, then credentials. So where is it? Manage credentials. Let me have a look at the other controller so that I know what I've done. Credentials. So no, Jenkins, yeah. So I stored it in system global and the ID is rex5, whatever. Okay, let's give it a try. So system global, add credentials. So it's not username with password, it's SSH username with private key. Global, Jenkins, cool. Jenkins, agent, SSH key. Description, username, it's Jenkins. And for the private key, I have to enter it directly. All of this is just not interesting, but you know, let's switch back to the desktop and let me okay. It has now been created. Oh no. No space left on device. I didn't see that coming. Oh man. Oh, I've got tons of you know, SD cards, and I think I chose too small SD card for this job. So that's what I would call not a success. Damn it. So slash is only used 12%. It's only for varlog. 49 megabytes. Okay. But do we have Java? Yes, we do. So what shall we do with logs? What is so big? Let me have a look at how to clean up, to truncate. lots of ways to do that. Lots of ways to do that too. Okay. Now we have Java installed. Let's try with our browser to add the ARM32 agents. So manage nodes and clouds. We only have the built-in node for the time being. So new node. Node name. We'll give it the same name, which is Jenkins agent ARM32, and it's a permanent agent. Description. No need. Number of executors. It's a small machine and okay, no need for timing to have something really fancy. So one will be okay. Remote directory /home/Jenkins. Labels are ARM32. Sounds cool. Use this node as much as possible. Yes. Launch agent via SSH. So the host is still Jenkins agent ARM32.local. Hopefully that will work. And for the credentials, we'll use the one that we created a few minutes ago. Yep, this one. Keep it agent. Okay. This node is being launched. Let's have a look at the logs. So it has found Java 17.0.4. So it found the home Jenkins remoting as a remoting work directory. Sounds good. Unix agents? Yes, indeed. Now, while it's doing its thing, let's have a look at the RISC-V machine, seeing if it's still doing its things with old controller or not. It's supposed to work. I installed Avahi. Damn it. No. Okay, load of reg 0.13. That's cool. So I guess it will be my next victim. Agents successfully connected and online. That's super cool. It worked. The only thing that's wrong with Jenkins is that we don't have much of free temp space. We'll see another time what I can do with that. Now, new node. Let's tackle with the RISC-V. So, what is the name of our machine? And copy existing node, of course, ARM. Oh, come on. Yeah. Jenkins RISC file launch agent via SSH, and the host is... I don't know if that will work, but I have to try. Non-verifying, keep this agent, blah 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 blah. Yep, okay. We find the machine. Yeah, authentication successful. Jenkins JDK bin Java. Let me have a look on the machine. Of course, we don't have any JDK. The only JDK we have for the time being is, I guess, JDK 17. Where is it? Yeah. Which unfortunately happens to be a 0 VM, so we'll have to install, maybe via a job later on, the OpenJDK Temurin builds for RISC-V, which are JDK 19 and JDK 20. These are nightly builds. They are not releases, official releases, but they do work. I have another board, this one, which is not plugged in today. But this one is running OpenJDK from Temurin 19 and 20 without any issue. And they are all updated every day when it's plugged in, of course, with the nightly build. So the agent is successfully connected and online, second in a row. And we also have the same problem of the temp directory being small. Small machines, folks. Now, we should tackle with the Arch64 machine. This one doesn't have Java for the time being, so same thing, apt cache search, JDK, and we're looking for 17. There we go. Yes, and while it's installing, we create the Jenkins user. User add or add user? I can't remember. Oh, really? Okay, it was the other one. Del user Jenkins. Okay. Sudo add user Jenkins. Yeah. Jenkins. Jenkins butter. Yeah, it is. Cool. Let's do the horrible trick I always do. Now, let's copy. Yes, let's copy the keys that we saw earlier. Cool. So now we have the Jenkins user on the Arch64, and we've got Java installing. We have to wait until the end of the installation, and then will be able to connect it to the Arch 64 controller. Yes, Java installation is not lightweight. While doing that, I just printed dimension verifier. And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Okay, I will have to refine the dimensions and try again. It's just, before printing something bigger that could host a board, I just print this flimsy little thing just to see if the holes are well aligned or not, and they're not. Second time in a row. I already did that this morning. This is because I wanted to put the little TFT round screen, on top of that. But I have to make an adapter board to go from these holes to these holes. But yeah, dimensions I took are not good. So same player, play again. Java is now installed, so we'll be able to create a new node. So what is our name? It's Jenkins Arch 64. So, yep, Arch 64, Jenkins, Arch 64, use this node, yes indeed, and the credentials are the same. You can save it and have a look at the logs. Authentication successful, which is pretty nice. So, Java, it found this 1706 plus 10. And yes, I have something to do around this also for the JDK. Agent successfully connected and online. Woohoo! 3 in a row. That's cool. So why aren't you happy? Yeah, okay, let's get rid of the built-in node. Mark this node temporarily offline, Cool. Nodes. You're still not happy? Oh, 0. I even didn't read the message correctly. My bad. I didn't have maybe to remove it. Yeah, the red is there. It took some agents offline. No. Just because of the temp, what will we say? Megabyte. Of course, all of my agents got put offline. Now, I have to make them come back. Yeah, that's fine. What about the size of the TMP? I don't think that's part of the, yes, not directly part of the agent definition. It keeps on putting them offline. That's not cool. Oops. I have already changed the setting. Oh. Maybe this one also? So same player. Play again. Are they back? Yes, all of them are back. Woohoo! Victory! Now. What about going to the controller? And where is it? Well, leave Jenkins maybe? Yes. What is in jobs? We have nothing in jobs. So let me, from my machine, I have downloaded from my other R64 controller, and I copied the jobs into our TGZ. TJZ, yes. So let's try to find it back. Nice. So mv/tmp jobs, of course. Oh, maybe I should ask Jenkins to shut down before doing just strange things. Manage Jenkins. Oh, I prepare for shutdown. Just because. Cool. Now, let's try with system control. That it's supposed to be handled by system T. Stop. Jenkins.service. Ooh. I'm just searching for a way to find the logs. Yes, that is. I always forget about this one too. Okay, now. No, what did I do? Of course. What do we have in jobs now? We have jobs we had earlier. Well, of course, some of them will fail because I haven't installed yet all the plugins I have in my other controller. So I'm almost sure this will fail. I think, for example, of the platform labeler plugin, which I used in my other controller, that is not there in my Jenkins instance. Oh, would that work? I just want to try something. It's been a long time since I've been doing... No? Okay, I failed. We should get some logs. Hello, Jenkins, are you alive? Hey, cool. But why don't we have any logs? Okay. Maybe because I don't have the right rights. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's why. So it's discovering all the logs. And as you can see, there are some problems with the platform labeler. Yeah, he's not that happy with what's happening. Ooh, but I got the list of the jobs, which is pretty cool. So I think that before doing anything, I will... Oh, I have to log in, of course. So I will install the platform labeler plugin. That will help. No, available plugin. Platform. Platform labeler. Okay. Install without restart. And while we are there, let's go with the updates and update just about everything. Okay. Prepared all plugins, so still working. As long as we don't see Jenkins is all up and running. That's not enough, I guess. Yeah. Okay, found the R64 agent, the ARM32 agent. It could take a little bit more time with RISC-V because it's a very slow machine. Anyhow, we are back. Let's have a look at the nodes. Because I didn't see anything about the RISC-V, but I'd like to use it just now to test something, so... everybody there, that's cool. So in the dashboard, I will search for the simplest job of them all, which is the RISC-V job. And what does it do? it just launches a uname -a. So that we know what we are running. So yeah, it does work. We are running Linux on the machine called Jenkins Agent RISC 5, which has a 6.1 point something kernel. And as it's written, success! Woohoo! So we now have a working Jenkins instance. That's what I call instance. So a bunch of boards which are running all together and with different architectures. Of course, it's not finished, it's not beautiful, but it's there. It does exist, it works. We have Arch64 controller, we've got Arch64 agent, we've got ARM32 agent, and we've got RISC-V agent, and all of them are working beautifully together. I'm so happy about that. I know that's not a showstopper. I don't know if many people always stop at the Jenkins booth in FOSDEM. So wow, it's amazing. No, but that's okay. I had quite a lot of fun and headaches building that, and it's just the first iteration. I will have to do so many other things. For example, the 3D. It's much too big. Okay, it's handy because I have big hands, so to put the screws and bolts, it's easier. But it could be much smaller, and I wanted it to be at the very beginning in the form of pyramid, a truncated cone. And no, it's just a cylinder. And a friend of mine just made fun of me, saying, "Oh, you know what? It looks like how did he call that? Cerebro from the Professor Xavier." I think it's something about Marvel. I haven't seen the movie or the comics, so I don't know. It just showed me a picture. Yeah, that's funny. But it does exist. I'm pretty happy about that. Let's hope that it will withstand with the journey to Brussels, that it won't break before it arrives, and I am able to put it on the Jenkins booth. So that's a success. I will refine a few things before leaving for Brussels, but it's done! We succeeded! That's not that often, so I'm a happy camper. I guess it's time to say goodbye, and hopefully see you at FOSDEM. Don't hesitate to come on the Jenkins booth and say hello, even if you hated that contraption. We can talk! See